Out in the wild ocean, thousands of baby turtles crawl desperately toward the waves. Yet only 1 in 1,000 will ever survive to adulthood. But here, in sprawling farms that stretch as far as the eye can see, the story is completely different. Hundreds of millions of turtles are raised together, turning a species once teetering on the brink of extinction into a billion-dollar luxury industry. Welcome to AgriWorks USA. Today we'll step inside the hidden world of soft-shelled turtle farming, an industry built on scale, precision, and centuries of cultural tradition. From careful breeding and incubation to high-tech rearing systems and large-scale harvests, these turtles are nurtured not for centuries of life, but for just a few years before becoming rare delicacies on dining tables across Asia. So join me on this journey as we uncover how ancient creatures of longevity have been transformed by modern aquaculture. And if you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to explore more with us here at AgriWorks USA. For centuries, the turtle has stood as a universal symbol of longevity, wisdom, and endurance. Legends across Asia described it as a creature able to outlive generations, carrying the weight of time itself on its back. But in the modern age, that symbolism has taken on a new and surprising form. What was once a rare and even threatened species has been reshaped into a large-scale agricultural product. Today, China dominates the global turtle industry, supplying nearly 88% of the world's farm turtles. Each year, more than 10 million turtles are exported to markets across Asia and beyond, fueling a fast-growing demand for what is often considered a luxury delicacy. The contrast could not be more striking. While the United States protects over 50 native species of wild turtles in its rivers and wetlands, China has transformed turtle farming into a massive agribusiness, complete with artificial ponds, advanced incubation systems, and global distribution networks. The ancient creature of myth has now become a calculated commodity in the modern economy. Every large-scale turtle farm begins with one critical step: the selection of breeding stock. Only the strongest individuals are chosen, turtles weighing between 2.5 and 4 kilograms, with smooth, unblemished shells and vigorous movement. Farmers rely on detailed records to trace each turtle's reproductive history, favoring females that consistently produce multiple clutches with high hatch rates. Yet this pursuit of high performance carries a risk. Overusing the same elite bloodlines can narrow genetic diversity, leading to weaker offspring that struggle against disease and environmental stress. Once selected, the parent turtles are transferred to semi-natural ponds designed to replicate their native environment. Water depth is kept shallow, around 30 to 40 centimeters, with continuous flow to maintain freshness. Their diets are carefully engineered: minced fish, apple snails, and chicken liver, enriched with calcium and minerals. The goal is clear: build strong bodies and ensure the production of healthy, thick-shelled eggs. During the nesting season, each female uses her hind legs to dig a precise cavity, laying 25 to 40 ivory-colored eggs before covering them with a protective layer of sand. Farmers step in quickly, brushing away the surface and collecting hundreds, sometimes thousands of eggs in a single harvest, each one destined to begin the next farming cycle. Would you like to experience the scene of workers collecting turtle eggs, almost like a treasure hunt? Do you think the risk of inbreeding in turtle farming is something to be concerned about? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow AgriWorks USA for more stories on sustainable farming. Once collected, the fragile turtle eggs are transferred to specialized incubation facilities. Each egg is carefully placed into plastic baskets layered with disinfected sand, designed to prevent mold, bacteria, and parasites. Here, technology plays a decisive role. Unlike mammals, a turtle's sex is not determined by genetics, but by temperature. At 29 to 32 hours, even a 1 or 2 degree difference can cause an entire batch to hatch as all males or all females. By controlling temperature with precision, farmers effectively shape the future of their herds. Incubation in the wild takes 60 to 90 days, but under controlled conditions, the process is shortened to just 30 to 40 days. As hatching begins, vibrations and faint sounds ripple through the sand. The hatchlings instinctively synchronize their timing, emerging together in what biologists call a group survival strategy. Farm staff then sort the newborns, selecting only the healthiest and strongest to continue. These juveniles are placed in specialized rearing tanks with soft bottoms, clean circulating water, and shaded areas that mimic natural habitats. Sensors continuously monitor temperature, pH, and oxygen levels, ensuring the fragile young turtles are given the best chance to survive and thrive in their artificial world. After the fragile juvenile stage, turtles enter expansive grow-out ponds where they will spend the next 4 to 5 years reaching full market size. Each farm is massive in scale. A single facility often covers more than 500 square meters of water surface per pond, with dozens or even hundreds of ponds operating side by side. At full capacity, one farm can raise tens of thousands of turtles simultaneously, creating a factory-like rhythm of life and growth that runs quietly beneath the water's surface. Feeding is both intensive and highly controlled. While wild turtles forage for insects, aquatic plants, and small fish, farm turtles are given specialized pellet feed, carefully formulated with protein, fat, and essential minerals. They are fed 2 to 4 times daily, depending on age, size, and weather conditions. Any uneaten food must be removed within 20 minutes to prevent water pollution, since poor water quality can devastate the entire stock in a matter of hours. By adulthood, each turtle consumes between 300 and 500 grams of feed per day, a demand that multiplies dramatically across millions of animals. With consistent nutrition and controlled pond environments, turtles steadily grow to 3.56 kilograms, the ideal range for harvesting. What looks like a still pond from above is, in reality, a silent engine of industrial-scale aquaculture driving a billion-dollar market. In your opinion, what factor most influences turtle growth? Feed, water, or genetics? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. After 4 to 5 years of steady growth, the turtles finally reach harvest size. Timing is critical. Most farms choose the dry season, when water quality is more stable, oxygen levels are higher, and stress on the animals is minimized. Harvesting begins at first light, when the water is cool and the ponds are calm. Workers step quietly into the shallows, moving slowly to avoid disturbing the ecosystem. With long, probing sticks, they search for subtle signs, tiny bubbles, faint ripples, before gently lifting turtles from beneath the mud using long-handled nets or thick gloves. Larger, older individuals often burrow deeper, requiring patient, precise digging to avoid injury. Once removed, each turtle is immediately rinsed to wash away mud and debris. Speed is essential. Delays can lead to dehydration, reduced muscle firmness, and lower market value. Clean turtles are placed into mesh holding cages, submerged in water until transport. From there, they move to preliminary cleaning stations, where every trace of soil is scrubbed off. The animals are then sorted by weight, shell condition, and reflex response. Prices typically range from 60 to 90 USD per adult turtle, with healthier specimens commanding more. In modern processing plants, strict hygiene and cold chain systems ensure the meat remains fresh, ultimately transforming these once slow-moving creatures into high-value delicacies for luxury markets. Across Asia, turtles have long been regarded as enduring symbols of longevity and vitality. These beliefs flow directly into cuisine, where turtle soup, rich stews, stir-fried meat, and delicate eggs are valued not only for taste, but also for their supposed healing effects. At weddings, festivals, and banquets, serving turtle dishes often signals prosperity and prestige, tying modern dining practices to traditions that stretch back centuries. Across Asia, turtles have long been regarded as enduring symbols of longevity and vitality. These beliefs flow directly into cuisine, where turtle soup, rich stews, stir-fried meat, and delicate eggs are valued not only for taste, but also for their supposed healing effects. At weddings, festivals, and banquets, serving turtle dishes often signals prosperity and prestige, tying modern dining practices to traditions that stretch back centuries. This cultural demand has created an industry of enormous scale. China alone produces hundreds of millions of turtles every year, supplying both domestic markets and exports across Asia. The trade is worth billions of dollars, making turtle farming one of the region's fastest-growing aquaculture sectors. For farmers, every turtle represents years of investment, 4 to 5 years of rearing before a sale that can bring $60 to $90 per adult animal. Yet the industry is not without risks. Because turtles live long and feed broadly, they can accumulate toxins and heavy metals. Without strict regulation, these contaminants pass directly to consumers, leaving the market balanced between cultural tradition, economic ambition, and food safety concerns. If you were a farmer, would you be willing to wait 4 or 5 years to profit from your turtle stock? Type 1 if you agree, or share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to continue exploring the mysterious world of agriculture with AgriWorks USA. Turtle farming is often portrayed as a conservation triumph, reviving a species once threatened with extinction and turning it into a thriving aquaculture industry. But beneath the surface lies serious concerns. Large-scale farms generate vast amounts of waste, uneaten feed, and chemical residues that can leak into rivers and lakes. Managing water quality across hundreds of ponds requires constant vigilance, and breakdowns can spark mass die-offs with wider ecological impact. The ethical questions are just as pressing. In nature, only 1 in 1,000 sea turtle hatchlings survives, a harsh filter of natural selection. Industrial farms override this, raising millions in controlled settings, reshaping a cycle refined over millions of years. Critics argue this reduces a timeless symbol of longevity into a commodity measured in meat and profit. Supporters counter that farming eases pressure on wild populations. Still, the central debate lingers. Is turtle aquaculture genuine conservation through commerce, or exploitation disguised as progress? From fragile eggs hidden in sand to luxury dishes on banquet tables, the journey of the turtle reflects both human ingenuity and contradiction. Industrial farming has saved a species once near extinction, yet also turned it into a billion-dollar commodity. The question is no longer can we raise turtles at scale, but should we, and at what cost? For some, turtle aquaculture symbolizes resilience and opportunity. For others, it reduces longevity itself in a short-term profit. As the industry expands, so does the debate over sustainability, health, and ethics. So, would you choose the flavor or protect the life? Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more from AgriWorks USA.